Now in this video, we are showing you how you can use scrap wood to make personalised key rings. So to start the process off, we've got all of our scrap wood ready for undertaking this project. We've also got a box of key rings that we've built up over the years that are odds and ends that have been cut away when making love spoons. If you're interested in this process, you need to know how we make the key rings. So that's the first thing we'll show you. We're marking out using red pen. This is on the back of something that has been mentioned a couple of times by yourselves, where you said you find a red line easier to follow when scroll sawing. Fantastic idea and worth sharing with everyone because it may help some out. Now the reason we don't normally do this is because for ourselves we're comfortable following the black line, and also if you're marking out directly on the wood, as we often are, if you're marking on mahogany, it can be difficult to see a red line. After this, we drill a hole that will later on be used for getting that keyring clip onto the keyring. We then sand everything down, and that concludes the making of our simple keyring profile. From here, we go on to getting the letters ready. So we prepare our wood and the templates for sticking down using PVA glue. We're going to stack cut all of these. So we've got 3 individual pieces of wood stacked together, meaning that we will have 3 letters for every cut we do. We're going to do our drill holes for the internal cuts. Now what we've done is we've designed these letters in a way that for the majority of them, you only need to drill a hole and you don't need to do pierce work. The only letter that you do is the letter D. We then sand everything on the back so you get a nice flat surface for doing your scroll sawing. This then takes us on to the main bulk of the work when it comes to this project, and that is cutting out each and every letter. This is the reason then that we have chosen to stack cut with 3 layers, because every time we cut out one letter, the end result of the work that we've done is that we have 3 pieces that we can use afterwards for making personalized items. So it's a simple process of following that guideline, cutting around the outside of each and every individual letter. For projects like these, the scroll saw and using that method of stack cutting, it's a fantastic combination. It allows us to make many items with minimal fuss, and we're getting the most out of the time that we are spending using our scroll saw. Now we have prepared both our keyring and the individual letters. We then go across to the workbench, and using that Starbond super glue, we add the accelerant to the keyring, the super glue to the individual letter, and super glue the letter to the backing piece. What I try to do with this is to pick contrasting coloured woods. So if it's a light coloured keyring, we choose a dark coloured letter. After this, once we've stuck those letters down, we then thin them right down as much as we can on our belt sander. And the reason for this, when they're in somebody's pocket, you don't want a large lump of the letter where it's sticking into their leg or where it can get broken off more easily. We then add 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer, followed by a finishing layer of linseed oil mixed with beeswax. The hardest part of the process for me then is to add that keyring clip at the end. We use a little triangle followed by a keyring loop. So there you have it. That is the process that we use for making personalised key rings from scrap wood. A popular item. If you want to have a go at making them yourselves, remember you can find the templates for all sorts of different scroll saw projects on our website by following the link in the description. If you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you know when we upload another video. And as always, thank you again for watching.